Yes, Mr. Ngumalo.
Thank you, my lord. On behalf of accused number
Hello?
4, on behalf of accused number 4, I don't have any questions.
No
to the
questions,
witness.
Mr.
Thank you.
Tololo?
Mr. Sibia,
Yeah,
when you were before, or you were with Colonel Mboto, and there are papers which you testified that he asked you to sign. Am I correct?
Ngathi ke wawunaye uKenan Mboto ushilo ukuthi ke kunala maphepha acela ukuthi athi kuwasayine.
yeah,
Yes.
Before signing those documents, was the content of that document read to you in the language that you understood?
Ngaphambilini kokuthi ke usayine lapho kulawo maphepha lawo lokho okubhaliwe lapho kulawo maphepha wawasayina ngabe wakufundelwa yini ukufundela ngolimi oluzwayo?
cha, akaze bengifundele kusekatoni.
No, he never read to me.
Okay. Were you ever told before you signed that document that whatever that you're going to sign here will be used in court against you before you signed?
Ngaphambilini kokuthi usayine watshelwa yini ukuthi lokho okusayinayo lana ke noma okusayindelayo lana okukhona obhaliwe lana ukuthi yinto leyo ezosetshenziswa ngakuwena enkantolo ngaphambi kokuthi usayine?
Cha,
No.
akaze bengitshela.
They never told me.
Is there any force that made you to sign the document before Colonel Mboto?
Is there any? Sorry.
Force, force.
Okay. Ngabe ikhona yini indluzulo yabakhona eyakuphoqa noma yakwenza ukuthi usayinde ngaphambi kuyena uKenan Mboto?
Yeah, bikhona.
Yes, there was.
What is it?
Kwakuyini?
Ngaqale ngashawa, ngase ngisatshiswa amaphoyisa. So ngangesabela nempilo yami if ungayenzi into abayifunayo.
I was first assaulted and then I was threatened by the police, so I feared for my life if I didn't do that which they wanted me to do.
Okay. So it means the consequences of not remaining silent was not explained to you before you signed.
Okusho ukuthi imiphumela yokuthula ungasho lutho ayikaze ichazwe kuwena ngaphambilini kokuthi usayine. Ukuthi kusho ukuthini ukuthi uthule ungasho lutho lokho okaze ukuchazelwe ngaphambi kokuthi usayine?
Cha, akaze bengichazele lutho.
No, they never explained anything.
Okay, thank you. Let's move further to the statement that was prepared by Colonel Hadebe in Albertine. You remember that statement?
Asiyeke manje ku statement lesi esenziwa uyena uKenan Hadebe Albertine, uyasikhumbula?
Cha,
No.
Well, when you were busy with Colonel Hadebe, did he tell you that you had a right to remain silent and not to say anything to him?
Nkathi wawukanye naye ke uKenan Hadebe, ngabe wakusho yini ukuthi ke unelungelo lokuthula nje ungasho lutho kuyena?
cha, akaze sengitshela.
No, he never informed me.
Did also Colonel Hadebe inform you that of the consequences of not remaining silent in whatever that he was asking from you?
Ngabe ke uKenan Hadebe washo yini kuwena ukuthi iyini imiphumela yokunquma ukuthi ke ukhulume noma imiphumela yokuthi ungasho lutho kuyena kuloko abayibuza yini? Ngabe wachazela yini ukuthi uma ungathuli ungasho lutho kuzokwenzekani?
Cha, akaze chaza.
No, he never explained.
Akaze ngitshele lutho.
He never told me anything.
When you were leaving the station at Albertine police station to wherever you went there, according to his evidence, did he inform you that whatever that you are going to say to him, whatever that you are going to point out to him, will be used against you in court?
Nkathi seniphuma ke manje nisuka eAlbertine niya la athi ke naya khona ke ingabe washo yini kuwena ke ukuthi ke noma yini ozoyisho kuyena noma yini ozoyikhomba kuyena ukuthi lokho kuzosetshenziswa kuwena ngakuwena enkantolo?
Cha, akaze sengitshela.
No, he never informed me.
Okay. In Boksburg Magistrate Court, did you report at any time to the court that you were being assaulted by the police?
ingaba eBoksburg noma kwinkantolo yaseBoksburg khona inkathi yini la owasho khona ke kwimanje ukuthi ke ukade ushaywa amaphoyisa.
ngathi ngiphakamisa isandla ngifuna ukusho ukuthi amaphoyisa angishayile angihlukumeza umagistrate wanginqabela ukuthi ngikhulume.
I raise my hand with the intention, my lord, to say that and to inform the court that the police officers had assaulted me and the magistrate refused to allow me to speak.
Thank you, my lord. I've got no further questions.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Sibanye.
Yes, God, please. Mr. Sibia, can you tell this court as to the reason why the assault that happened in March 2019, you are only bringing it today for the first time?
Ungatshela yini lenkantolo ukuthi ke ukushaywa kwakho ushaywa ngoMarch ka2019 ukuthi kuyini isizathu sokuthi kube ihlandla lokuqala namuhla ukuthi utshele lenkantolo ngalokho?
ukuthi ngishaywe ngo-2019
ukuthi washaywa ngoMarch ngo2019 kodwa inkantolo leni yaqala ukuthi kuzwe lokho namuhla. Kungani ukuthi iqala inkantolo ukuzwa namuhla ukuthi washaywa ngoMarch ka2019?
ingoba amaphoyisa la ngilethe enkantolo akusiwona la awayengishaya ngo-2019.
It's because the police officers that are transporting me to court are not the very same officers who assaulted me in 2019.
Did you inform your attorney regarding that aspect?
Ingaba ummeli wakho wamtshela yini mayelana nalolo daba lolo?
ngimazisile.
I did.
Now let us proceed. You told this court today that when you were arrested on the 30th of May 2020, it was not for the first time wherein you were arrested for the murder of Senzo Meyiwa.
Namuhla ke utshelile lenkantolo ukuthi inkathi uboshwa ngazo i30 zika May 2020 kwangasilona ihlandla lokuqala uboshelwa icala leli lokubulawa kwakhe uSenzo Meyiwa.
kwangesilona ihlandla lokuqala ngiyobuza ngishayela icala likaSenzo Meyiwa.
It was not the first time that I was being assaulted for the matter of Senzo Meyiwa.
Mr. Sibia, being assaulted and being arrested is two different concepts.
Ukushaywa nokuboshwa into ezimbili ezahlukile lezo, Mr. Sibia.
angaze ngisho ukuthi mina ngiboshwe isibili ngithi mina ngathatha okokuqala ngayoshawa ngishayela icala likaSenzo Meyiwa ngithathwa amaphoyisa.
I never said that I was arrested for the second time. I said that I was taken in, or was taken the first time to be being assaulted for the matter of Senzo Meyiwa.
The second question that Mngmezulu asked you today is that on the allegations of the murder of Senzo, of the soccer star, was it your first time arrested for such a matter on the 19th of March 2019? And you said that is correct.
Uma ubuzwa ke umbuzo ubuzwa yena ke umeli Mngmezulu ke ukuthi ke ungathi ke uboshwa ke uboshelwa koqala ngo2019 uboshelwa icala leli ke lakhe owayedlala ibhola uSenzo Meyiwa waphendula ke wathi wena yebo kuyiqiniso.
Yebo bekufanele ngiphendule kanjalo ukuthi kuyiqiniso ngoba amaphoyisa angithatha ungibuza ngecala likaSenzo angishayela lona.
Yes, I had to answer it in that manner because the police took me and assaulted me for Senzo Meyiwa's matter.
Okay, then I will argue that later. It's fine. Let's proceed, Mr. Sibia. That important aspect that it was not for the first time being questioned regarding the murder of Senzo Meyiwa is very important. It was never put to any of the witnesses that were brought by the state.
March 2019.
Yes.
Okay, lolo daba lolo ke utaba semqoka kakhulu libaleke kakhulu ke kodwa kubona bonke ofakazi ke abalethiwe la enkantolo ke uma ummeli wakhe ethola ithuba ukuthi ababuze imibuzo asho futhi nokuthi ke engimele uSibiya uthi kanjena lolo udaba lolo alikaze uluvezwe nako yedwa ufakazi ukuthi ngoMarch ka2019 ethathwa amaphoyisa ayomshaya emshayela lona icala leli likaSenzo Meyiwa.
Might has ngeke usho ngiyi-tried in trial makuyi-main trial.
Are you referring to the trial within the trial or the main trial?
I'm referring to the main trial as well as the trial within the trial. But
Ngisho
now
zona zombili.
we are busy with trial within the trial, sir.
Kodwa manje ke sikhuluma nge-trial within the trial. Ngisho kuzona zombili kodwa manje sikhuluma ngayo trial within the siphakathi kuyona trial within the trial.
Angeke ngize ngikhulumele ukuthi waye ngashongo yena.
I won't speak on his behalf as to why he didn't say it.
Okay, let's proceed now to the date of your arrest on the 30th of May 2020.
Asindlulele ke manje kwilanga lokuboshwa kwakho ngazi i-30 zika May 2020.
You said you were arrested on that particular date.
Shilo ukuthi ilanga lelo owaboshwa ngalo leliyana angithi.
I-30 May ilanga engaboshwa ngalo.
30th of May was the day of my arrest.
Who arrested you?
Uboshwa ubani?
Mabefika ngangabazi egcine sengibazi umhola useliki ubuthelezi umaphumulo.
Okay. When they first arrived, I didn't know them, but I ended up knowing them. It's Mukhola, Seleki, Utelezi, Maphumulo, yebo,
Mnareng
Johannes,
Mabhena
Ngamane,
nomunye ngimkhohlwa ngazi bathi uKenneth Bani.
and as well as another one who I've forgotten. I'm not certain as to who they refer to as Colonel what.
Babe baningi abanye ngisabakhumbula
There were many. The others I can't remember their names.
nomlungu wayekhona.
There was also a white officer.
You also testified that you were in a company of someone else. Who is that particular person?
Ushilo-ke ukuthi wawungawedwa-ke ukhona owawunaye wakubani loyo?
Isho amagama akho.
Uthi unomuntu othi wawunaye wena-ke ngalelo langa lelo kwakuwubani?
Amagama akho.
Their names.
I'm asking for the name, sir.
Yebo baba.
Kwakubrother
Brother. Baba?
Nobute.
Bute, as well as Bute.
And then, if I count correctly, it's brother and Bute, and then Sibia. You were three.
Ukusho ukuthi nani bathathu.
Sasibathathu.
We were three.
Do you remember when Buthelezi testified before this court indicating that there were three gentlemen that they approached on that day in question?
Uyakhumbula yini uButhelezi enikeza ngobufakazi la enkantolo ethi ngaleli langa leliyana ke nani abalisa abathathu?
Sasibathathu ukuthi wathini uButhelezi ngisakhumbula.
We were three, but as to what it is that Buthelezi said, I can't remember.
And then through your counsel, you indicated there were only two.
Kodwa ke ngomlomo wommeli wakho wathi wena ke nani babili.
Akaze ngisho kanjalo.
I've never said so.
It was a version that was put to Buthelezi. I can refer to the relevant portion.
Iloko okwashiwo kuyena
There's an
ke
objection, my
uButhelezi
lord.
uthi ke uzokufunda ke manje ubhalwe phansi.
Yes, Mr. Mngmezulu.
My lord, I was waiting for the confirmation of the judgment from the
Of the?
court. I was waiting for the confirmation of that evidence from the record from my
Oh, yeah.
court. Yes.
They say they're waiting for you to read the record.
May I address the question? Yes. My Lord, insofar as my recollection is concerned, Mr. Buthelezi, Sergeant Buthelezi said when he approached them there were 2. But what was put to him is that there were 3.
That's okay.
Yes, my Lord.
Yes, Mr. Sibande, let's make a note of that. If you can't find it now. That portion which says there were 2.
My Lord, I will just at this stage withdraw that line of questioning, and then I'll find the relevant question.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Bekubuza so ebethi ngomlomo wommeli wakho wayethe babili kodwa manje uthi bathathu kodwa ke ummeli wakho akulungisa wathi cha kwakuwuThelezi owayethe babili kodwa ke wasetshelwa ukuthi bathathu uthi usuzophinda ukomanje uzoxoxa lo mbuzo uzobuyela kona futhi.
Thank you. Let's proceed. Who affected the arrest? Who actually affected the actual arrest?
Ubani okuyena owakubopha? Is it now putting on the handcuffs?
Yes.
Yebo. Munareng.
They at Tembisa.
Tembisa. On the 30th in Tembisa.
Are you not mistaken, sir?
When's he put? No.
Is it not Constable Buthelezi?
Now Constable Buthelezi. No.
And then when Buthelezi testified on the 1st of November 2023, did you dispute that part of evidence?
Nkathi uButhelezi ubufakazi bakhe kule nkantolo ngazo i1 zika November 2023 ingabe waphikisa yini lobo bufakazi wena?
Angikhumbuli ubufakazi baButhelezi kodwa mina ngisho into eyenzakalayo.
I don't remember Buthelezi's evidence.
Ngikhulumela uButhelezi.
Okay. I can't remember. I don't remember Buthelezi's evidence, but I'm saying that which happened. I cannot speak on behalf of Buthelezi.
And then when Monaring testified before this court as well?
Kathi futhi uMonaring enikeza ngobufakazi nayo la enkantolo.
You did not tell this court or take this court into confidence and put that assertion to him that you the one who arrested me.
UMonaring wayekhona la enkantolo emikule ndawo mikuyona ke enikeza ubufakazi. Awuzange usho ke na ukuthi uMonaring uwena umuntu owangibopha, uwena umuntu wangifaka uZankosi.
uMonaring wayethula ubufakazi bakhe indlela yakhe. So mina ngoba ngila eboxing ngizokwethula mina ubufakazi into eyenzakala kimi.
Monaring was giving evidence in his own manner, in his own way. I am here testifying about what happened.
I understand that, sir. But the witnesses were tested through your instructions.
Ngiyakuzwa lokho kodwa ke ofakazi inkathi kulana ke bebetshelwa noma ke bevivinywa ke ngalokho wena okutshela ummeli noma gama wena ukutshela ummeli atshela ofakazi wena okushoyo kuyena.
Ngoba ngila kuthiwa ngizothula ubufakazi obuqondene nami ukuthi mina yini engayibona ngalela langa. So uma iqamba manga indlela aqamba ngamanga mina ngikhuluma iqiniso engikhulumayo ngikhuluma mina lokho okwenzakala kimi.
I am here giving evidence as to what happened on that day. If he was here telling lies, I am now here telling or conveying that which happened to me.
Let's do a quick exercise there. Let's do a quick exercise. What is the rationale behind you raising your hand while seated in the accused box?
Asenze nje lokho ngokusheshsha njena uma uhlezi lapha yana ke kuya box leyana yoba umangalelwa kusuke kungani uma uphakamisa isandla sakho?
Mangiphakamisa isandla ngisuke ngifuna ukuthi ilawyer li-ede la ngifuna li-ede khona kodwa kusuke ngingasho ukuthi ngifaka ubufakazi bami boko kuphelele ubufakazi bami bengazuthi uzofika isikhathi sokuthi ngisebhoxini ngizofaka ubufakazi obuphelele.
Well, the rationale behind me raising my hand is for me to for the legal representative to add that which I would like him to add, but it doesn't mean that I'm giving my evidence in totality because I know that my time will come for me to come and give evidence.
Say, did it not cross your mind when Monareng entered where you are that this is the person that arrested me?
Nkathi uMonareng efika la enkantolo engena kule ndawo lo omikuyona akuzange kufike yini emqondweni wakho ukuthi nalo lephoyisa langibopha.
ngalitshena ile ukuthi leli phoyisa leli la ngibopha
Sorry, utheni?
ngalitshena ile ukuthi leli phoyisa leli la ngibopha
I did inform my legal representative that this police officer arrested me.
So, before Monareng could be excused, did you remind your attorney?
Ngaphambili kokuthi manje ke inkantolo ibe isiyamdedela ke manje uMonareng ukuthi akahambeke manje uqedile ngobufakazi bakhe. Wayikhumbuza yini lawyer ngalelo daba lo?
ukuthi uMnareng ngibopha
Yebo. Angithi uthi umtshelile manje ke usiyabona kuMonareng ukuthi usezophuma manje uqedile ngonikeza ubufakazi bakhe ukuthi ku lawyer umkhumbuze ukuthi umyebo uMonareng wakubopha.
bamtshela uMnareng ukuthi wayekhona kuboshwa mina
It was put to Monareng that he was there when I was arrested.
I put it to you, say that that was not done.
Ngithi ke mina ke kuwena akuzange kwenziwe lokho.
Let us proceed.
kulungile uma ecabanga kanjalo kulapho
It's fine if you think like that, it's okay.
Let us proceed, Mr. Sibia. You testified today that you were severely assaulted, correct?
Bethululeke ubufakazi bakho namuhla ukuthi washaywa impela. Unjalo?
yebo ngashaya
Yes, I was assaulted.
And then it was your evidence today that you even wet your pants.
Ushilo ke namuhla futhi ukuthi waphela ke usuyikhamela ke.
yebo
Yes.
A version through your instructions, through your counsel, was put before Buthelezi that you even messed yourself up.
Yes, sir.
My objection is based on the
Result?
is based on the term that is used. It has never been specified what type of messing himself, whether is urinating or it has never been put to the witness. It has been put as he messed himself up.
Yeah, but this witness says he urinated.
Yes, that's when.
So
it
when you
specifies.
urinate, you mess yourself up.
That's
That's your
correct.
submission.
That's my submission.
Okay, yes, Mr.
My
Sibande.
Lord, I will refer the court to the record of the 22nd of November 2023. Okay. Mr. Mngmezulu on page number 3. Let me just, okay, no, my apologies, my lord, it's page 6. Mr. Mngmezulu, so according to him, he says he messed himself up. That is the reason why he had to change the trouser. Number 2, full stop. Secondly, you took the trouser, even today, the trouser was taken by the police. It was never brought back. The witness said, my lord, I have no knowledge of that. What your client accused one is saying, my lord, is not the truth. I deny it, my lord. I do not, then witness, then comma, my lord, accused one wetting his pants. Then Mngmezulu. No, the evidence is not wetting his pants. It is missing his pants. There is a word of difference between the two. And I'll pause there.
Uyafunda ke lapho kwashiwo ngaleli yalanga ke umshushisi ukuthi ke uma echaza ke angithi wena ke uthi manje ke wayikhamela ke ukuthi mshushi cha asilona igama ke lelo lasetshenziswa abese ummeli athi cha ayizange ibekwe ngalendlela oyibeka ngayo useyafunda ke lokho kwenzeka ke manje ngazo i22 zika November 2023 ukuthi ke uma Mngmezulu indlela awayibeka ngayo ke uze washo ke wasetshenziswa negama ke eli number 2 khona lapha yana kwi record uma elungisa ke futhi ethi cha ufakazi ethi cha angikwazi ke lokho ukuthi mina ke wayichamela walungisa futhi ummeli wakho Mngmezulu wathi cha angikhulumi ngokuyichamela ukuthi nje yena ke wayimoshela ebhukweni lakhe ufunda lokho okwenzeka enkantolo ngazo i22 za November
Nkosi enkantolo angeke ngiphawulele uMngmezulu ukuthi wayibeka kanjani inkulumo yakhe kodwa mina ngibeka kanje ukuthi ngayichamela ngalelela ngabe ngishaya lapha eLithabo.
My Lord, I'm not going to comment on how Mr. Mngmezulu put it, but I am saying that which happened, that I urinated myself there on that day when I was being assaulted.
Okay.
I thought my colleague wanted to respond.
No. If that's the record, he doesn't have to respond. Because you're saying it's on the record that he actually defined messing up, not in terms of urinating on yourself. Can you continue, Mr. Sibande?
Thank you, my lord. So, sir, do you understand the problem that I'm having now?
Ingabe uyayizwa ke manje inkinga enginayo.
Witnesses are being told something else, and then your counsel tells the witnesses something else regarding the severity of the assault, which is very important.
Okusemqoka kakhulu ke lana ukuthi manje ke usho kunye ummeli wakho usho kunye kofakazi mayelana nodaba lokushaywa kwakho. Ngamanye amagama akushoyo umshuthuzo ukuthi wena usho lokho ummeli wakho usho kunye nikhuluma into ezimbili ezahlukile mayelana nodaba lokushaywa kwakho.
Nkosi Katolo, ngoba ngize la eboxini ukuba bekuthathwa into esho ummeli ngabe kwathathwa ngaba ngizange eboxini ngizela eboxini bangizocacisa ukuthi kwenzakalani ngalelanga ngishawa.
I'm here, my Lord, taking the witness stand to come and explain and tell as to what it is that happened on the day when I was assaulted. If it was that the version or what was put by the defense to the witnesses, that is what was being taken, then I would not have taken the stand to come and explain, my Lord.
So are you suggesting to this court to ignore the version that was put to the witnesses and only take what was said today?
Ingabe kushoyo ke ukuthi lokho okwashiwo ummeli wakho ekusho kubona ofakazi ethi usibiya uthi kwenzeka lokho ke akushaywa indiva kodwa ke kunakwe lokho okushoyo wena namuhla.
Angaze ngisho kanjalo.
I've never said so.
But you are suggesting that, sir.
Kodwa ikona lokho nje okushoyo.
Umcabango kamshushise ngeke ngikwazi ukungena kuwo.
I can't get into how you think.
Lokho engusho ngalendlela engusho ngayo.
But I'm saying that which I'm saying in the manner in which I'm saying it.
Mr. Mngmezulu, not Mr. Mngmezulu, sorry, my colleague. Mr. Sibiya, I will appreciate some answers because we are going to be here for a very long time. I promise you.
Ngiyathembisa ukuthi sothatha isikhathi eside ulana ke so ngizocela ke ukuthi uphendule.
Ngiyamphendula.
I am answering.
Okay. I'll fast forward. I'll come back, believe me, to the 30th. Now let us go to the 31st.
Ngizobuya ngikhola ngizobuyela kuzona i-30 lesi asidluleke siye ku-31.
You were asked a question by my colleague that anything peculiar that happened on that day that you want to tell this court.
Ubuziwe ke ummeli wakho ke ukuthi kukhona yini nje okhethekile nje khona nje ogqamile okwenzeka ngaleli langa nge-31.
Yeke ngasho ngathi nge-31 izitho ziningi ezenzekile so ezenzekile ezinye angisayikhumbuli. Ngoba ngeke ngasho ngathi na ngikhumbula nge-31 yini eyenzakala.
I did say that a lot of things happened on the 31st, but some of the things I cannot remember. I even said to him that I can't remember certain things that happened on the 31st.
So it is possible that on that day you do not even recall being given your rights.
Kungenzeka ke ukuthi ngaleli langa leliyana awukhumbuli unikezwa noma uchazelwa ngamalungelo akho.
Akekho umuntu owangitshela ngamalungelo ami.
No one informed me of my rights.
That you are saying.
Lokho unesiqiniseko sabo.
Akekho umuntu owangitshela ngamalungelo ami.
No one ever informed me of my rights.
Do you recall going to Dobsonville on that day in question?
Usakhumbula yini uya eDobsonville ngalelo langa lelo?
Izitho ezinye angisayikhumbuli.
Some of the things I cannot recall.
Do you remember Magwaza?
Uyamkhumbula uMagwaza?
Owakuphi?
From where?
Dobsonville.
eDobsonville.
Ngiyamazi Magwaza.
I know Magwaza.
What is he to you?
Uyini kuwena?
Akalutho.
He's nothing.
Do you remember Mkulu?
Umkhulu uyamkhumbula?
Angimazi.
I don't know him.
Do you know Mr. Robert Lyons-Zwane?
Ubaba uRobert Lionel.
Yes, Lionel Zwane.
Robert Lyons-Zwane.
Angimazi.
I don't know him.
Do you remember being taken to his place at Palm Ridge?
Usakhumbula usiwa kwakhe ePalm Ridge?
Cha.
No.
Do you recall seeing him at Aratin subs or police offices?
Usakhumbula yini umbona kwinka mahhovisi amaphoyisa eEraton?
Cha.
No. Do you remember Sergeant Mohola grabbing or getting hold of your phone and scrolling it and coming into contact with a number saved as Mngmezulu?
Usakhumbula yini uSergeant Mohola ephuca ucingo lwakho elivula ke ucingo lakho elibheka waze wahlangana ke nenumber ke esavwe noma ebhalwe Mngmezulu?
Ifone number ithatha nge-30.
My phone was taken on the 30th.
But it was put to Sergeant Mohola that she got hold of your phone and then she scrolled and she came across a contact saved as Mngmezulu.
Kodwa ke meli wakho uma wayesho kuyena umkhula wathi kumkhula wena ke wathatha ucingo lokaSibiya wase uyalibheka ucingo lokaSibiya wafika la khona inumber ebhalwe Mngmezulu.
Angikwazi lokho.
I don't know about that.
But that version was put to Mohola, say.
Kodwa yiloko okwashiwo kumkhula nkathi wayela enkantolo.
Angeke ngikhulumele obunye umuntu wayikhuluma lo nkulumo leyo. Mina eyami ikhuluma ngoba ngikhuluma manje la.
I can't speak on behalf of someone who said that. I am saying that which I'm saying as I'm standing here now.
So are you saying that the exercise that Mr. Mngmezulu embarked on was just a waste of time?
Ingabuthi lokho okwakwenziwa uyena ummeli uMngmezulu ukuthi nje kwakuchitha isikhathi.
Umshoshisi umbono wakhe lo.
That's your view, prosecutor.
Why did you withhold such crucial evidence regarding the events of the 31st of May 2020?
Kunganike ukuthi ubambe noma ke ugodleke ubufakazi obusemqoka noma obaluleke kangaka mayela nalokho okwenzeka ngazo i31 zika May.
My lord.
Okay,
before the accused give an answer. My lord, it has been put to Sergeant Mohola about the version that my colleague has just asked from accused number 1. Then Mohola did not have a recollection, but at a later stage she admitted having been to Dobsonville, to the house of Mr. Makwasa. I don't see the logic if the witness has confirmed same as per the version of accused number 1 at that time.
Yes, Mr. Swan.
I'm not following, my lord. The witness today does not even recall going to Dobsonville, and those are the basis of my question. Oh, no, my lord. Defense cannot tell me how to go about my business.
Yes, let's hear you then.
Yes.
Abekushoka umnikazi ukuthi kuyakhumbula ke lokho kushiwo kuyena ke umuhola kodwa ke umuhola ke akakhumbula ke lokho kodwa ke wase ke ekugcineni esiyavuma ukuthi ke yebo sakhumbula kiwa ke Dobsonville kuyena uMagwasi kodwa kumsheshisa ukuthi wena into ongayikhumbuli leyo. Obabili ngithi qala kwasukuma yena kwase ke kumsheshisa yaphendula naye.
Yebo njengomuntu isidalo saKhulunkulu kuyenzeka khohle izinto angayikhumbula abantu angikhumbula ngikhumbula.
Yes, as a human being, God's creation, it is possible or it does happen that I would forget things. So that which I cannot recall, I cannot.
So I am not wrong to say now, even when you were given your rights, it's something that you can easily forget because you're a person.
Kusho ke ukuthi ke angenzi iphutha ke uma ngithi kuwena ke noma okungaba ukuthi ke amalungelo akho wawanikezwa noma wawachazelwa ke umuntu uyakhohlwa ngenze ukuthi nalokho wakukhohlwa.
Cha akakhohliwe akakho nje lamalungelo.
No, I haven't forgotten. No one told me of my rights.
So that aspect you did not forget.
Lokho kona awukazi ukukhohlwa.
Cha.
No.
And you must accept that before this court.
Lenkantolo kufanele kwamukele lokho.
Angaze ngikhohle.
I never forgot it.
Meli kwamukele isiqumo sayo.
It has to accept it. It's the court's decision.
Thank you. let's proceed. Do you recall going to Aratin?
Uyakhumbula yini uya e-Eratin?
i-Aratin angiyazi
I'm not familiar with Eratin. I don't
ukuthi
know
kuphi
Eratin.
nesayidi angazi
As
so
to which,
indawo babehambisa kuzo zaziningi mara ukuthi yini le angiyazi.
as to which side it is, I don't know. I only know that I was taken to places, but as to the name of the place, that I don't know.
But you recall being taken to Soweto.
Kodwa yakhumbula uhanjiswe Soweto, usiwe Soweto.
Nge-30
Is it on the 30th?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah
Yes.
And then you recall being taken to a police station there.
Khona lapho uyakhumbula yini usiwa e-police station?
yebo ngiyakhumbula ngingena e-police station.
Yes, I do remember going into a police station.
And then you don't recall being taken to subs offices at Eratin to Brigadier Gininda.
Awukhumbuli usiwa emahhovisi amaphoyisa khona e-Eratin usiwa kuyena uBrigadier Gininda?
Angaze ngiye.
I've never went.
And that is very important, see.
Baleke kakhulu ke nalokho.
Okay.
Okay.
Mahula testified about that.
Umkhula unikeze uthule ubufakazi ngalokho.
Monaring testified about that.
Umunarenge uthule ubufakazi ngalokho.
Buthelezi testified about that.
Thelezi naye futhi
Gininda testified about that.
kanye naye uBrigadier Gininda.
Bonke lawo bantu lawo bakhuluma imbono yabo mina engushoyo ukuthi mina ngaze ngiye la ngasuke eFosorus ngasangena epolice station yaseDikloof lawo bantu baqamba manga.
Those people saying or conveying their views, what I'm saying is that was taken from Fosorus to Diepkloof. Those people were telling lies.
And then Mapumulo is also telling lies. I'm adding on the list.
Yes.
Namaphumulo naye, yes, telling lies.
And the only person who's telling the truth before this court is Moses Sibiya.
Umuntu nje ekuyena okhuluma iqiniso kwenkantolo umuzi Sibiya.
Yebo.
Yes.
And we should believe you.
Futhi kufanele sikhole.
So all these five
Yes.
people, when they came before this court to give their evidence, it never crossed your mind again that they never took me to Eratin as they are saying. And you brought that to the attention of your defense counsel.
Nkathi ke labantu bela enkantolo laba asebechaziwe ke manje bekhuluma lona ke lo daba lomshishisi athi balusho akuzange naloko ukufikeleke emqondweni wakho ukuthi cha lokho abakushoyo akusilona iqiniso angitshela ummeli wami ngaloko ukuthi lento abayishoyo cha ayikho kanjalo
Ngoba ngisho elathina ngiyazi mina engwazi ukuthi ngasuka eFosorus ngaya eDikloof police station my lord.
As I've said that I'm not familiar or I don't know Eratin, what I'm saying is that I was taken from Fosorus to Diepkloof, my lord.
So I will accept your explanation if it was only one person who testified regarding Eratin offices, but five.
Bengizoyamukela ke noma ubufakazi bakho bengizokwamukela ke uma bekuwukuthi bekuwumuntu oyedwa okhuluma ngeEratin lena ke kodwa lana sikhuluma ngabantu abahlanu abakhuluma into eyodwa.
Inkosi eKatoli ama-side mabili i-side lami ne-side namaphoyisa amaphoyisa uthi amangaphi because umuntu ayimbophile wayeyi-1 so ubufakazi bami iKatoli ngicela ukuthi ibuthathe ubufakazi bami buyi-1 akekho umuntu engangiboshwe naye at the same time.
My lord, there are two sides. It's my there are two versions. It's my version as well as the version of the police officers. That there were 5 police officers. I was alone because there was no any other person that I was arrested with. So I'm requesting the court to take my version.
So do you understand that if what you are telling the court today is what your lawyer put to the witnesses, will have saved a lot of time?
Ingabe uyazi yini ukuthi uma kuwukuthi lokhu wena okushoyo manje lana kwakuyinto owayitshele ummeli wakho ingabe kunesikhathi esiningi kakhulu ingabe obunye akuzange nje kuthatha isikhathi eside kwathatha isikhathi esincane uma kuwukuthi lokho okushoyo wawumtshelile ummeli wakho ngakho
nge-Eratin
about Eratin?
Correct.
Yebo.
ngamtshela ukuthi i-Eratin angiyazi nokuyazi angaze ngiyibone.
Even I informed him that I don't even know Eratin. I've never seen Eratin.
And then they went on length to cross-examine Buthelezi regarding what happened at Eratin.
Futhi kwase kungenwa ke kanzulu ke kwase kujulwa ke ukuthi aze atshele uButhelezi mayelana nalokho okwenzeka noma ebuzwa ngalokho okwenzeka khona eEratin.
Wayibuzwa uMngmezulu ukuthi.
Are you saying by Mr. Mngmezulu?
Yes, sir.
Yebo.
Yeah. Mina khulumela iside lami shuthi kubantu ubuza mina ukuthi why kwenzakala so ngenza so ngabe ngiphela mawubuza ukuthi Mngmezulu wayembuza Mngmezulu uyakwazi ukuyikhulumela nami ngikhulumela mina.
I am now here conveying my version. If you're asking me about what was said by Mr. Mngmezulu, then Mr. Mngmezulu would be able to speak on his behalf.
So are you saying whatever that was put to the witnesses, it was not your instructions? You are distancing yourself from those instructions.
Ngale mpendulo oqeda uyinikeza manje noma ngaloko oqeda ukusho manje ingabe uthi lokho okwakushiwo ummeli wakho ekusho kofakazi ukuthi wena uyayiqhelanisa kuloko awuhlangani naloko?
Angaze ngisho kanjalo.
Never said so.
What are you saying?
Yini ke oyishoyo?
Ngithi mina alathini angiyazi.
I am saying I don't know anything.
That's not the question. The question is, were you ever taken there?
Akusiwona umbuzo lo kodwa umbuzo uthi wasiwa yini khona lapho? No.
Do you remember being taken from Eratin to Deep Kloof by Monaring and Maphumulo?
Uyakhumbula yini manje ususuka ke eLatin uya eDeep Kloof manje uhanjiswa uMonaring kanye noMaphumulo?
Angaze ngiyi-Eratin oMaphumulo noMnaring noButhelezi ngisuka nabo from eFoso noGininda bonke sisuka eFoso siye eDeep Kloof sonke.
I've never been to Eratin. The likes of Monaring, Maphumulo, Buthelezi and Gininda, we all came from Vosloorus and went to Deep Kloof.
Okay, lamaphoyisa ikhona lapha ya sisuka sonke le eFosorus siya sonke eDeep Kloof.
All those police officers,
Gininda wayekhona lapha eDeep Kloof.
all those police officers that were there, we were all traveling from Vosloorus to Deep Kloof, including Gininda.
Gininda told this court that after they departed Vosloorus, he started making arrangements telephonically and he get hold of Colonel Mboto.
Kufakazi bakhe ke uBrigadier Gininda ushilo ukuthi mase kusukwa ke manje khona eVosloorus sekuhanjwa ke manje kuyiwa eDeep Kloof ila aqale khona ke ukuthi manje ashaya ucingo ke efonela ke abantu abathize noma abantu ke efonela abantu ke ila athola khona uColonel Mboto.
Angazi ngalokho kodwa engikwazi sisuka eFoso saya eSoweto.
I don't know about that, but what I do know is that we left Vosloorus and went to Soweto.
Okay. So on that aspect, you're going back now to the same exercise. Never cross your mind that he's misleading the court. You must bring that to the attention of the court by raising your hand and inform your attorney that Gininda is lying.
Sibuyele emuva ke manje kulolo daba kanyeke akufikelanga ke emqondweni ke ukuthi manje yabona le akhuluma ngayo Gininda akusilona iqiniso. Angiphakamisa isandla ke azokwazi ummeli wami eze ngizomtshela ukuthi le ekhulunywa uGininda akusilona iqiniso.
Ummeli wami ngamtshela before ukuthi mina ngisuka eVosloorus ngaya eDeep Kloof noGininda naye wayekhona.
I told my legal representative before that we left Vosloorus and went to Deep Kloof and Gininda was there.
As it please the court, my lord. I've gone through my notes, I think 3 times since this issue about Eratin started to emerge.
What's that?
Started to emerge. I'm saying I've gone 2-3 times through my notes on the version of Mr. Buthelezi and his cross-examination by Mr. Mngmezulu. There's no point where Mr. Mngmezulu, according to my notes, where Mr. Mngmezulu says that his instruction from accused number 1 are that he was taken to Eratin. The issue of Eratin comes into picture when it is being mentioned by Mr. Buthelezi. So there's a difference there.
Yeah, let Mr. Mngmezulu make that objection.
The reason why I'm standing, my lord, because I realize that this issue goes on unabated. I just wanted to stand up as a court officer just to alert that there's something, there's a misunderstanding there, my lord, and it needs to be clarified. Thank you, my lord.
My lord, I have made a number of
You know what? The most important aspect, as I understand the cross-examination, is that from Vosloorus, Gininda started telephoning people who would be able or prepared to take the alleged confession which was supposed to be made by the gentleman. And as I recall the evidence, Gininda ends up in Eratin. And Gininda requests Munaring and Buthelezi to take this gentleman to deep proof to Maboto. That's how I recall the evidence.
Yes.
Is that not the evidence?
I,
Okay, fine. That's how I recall the evidence.
but I
But
just
according
wanted,
to the witness here, which is within his rights, he says he never went to Eraton.
my lord,
Fine.
I've noted things that I'll canvass during re-exam.
Yeah, fine.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can continue, sir.
Thank you, my lord. I want to refer the court to the court record, the 1st of November 2023.
What does it say?
On page 28, I'll
Yeah.
just start there. Mngmezulu, it was Mngmezulu and Buthelezi. Okay, I'll start with Buthelezi. Mr. Buthelezi, no, the handcuffs had been removed and he was eating. We were also discussing. Mr. Mngmezulu, you were there in one of the offices in Eraton. It is your evidence that at some stage you went out. Mr. Buthelezi, no, we stayed at the car park, if I remember correct. Mr. Mngmezulu, that is the reason I am saying he was inside the building, one of the offices in Eraton. You went out and stayed in the parking lot.
Yeah, fine. You can go.
Ufunda ke manje ufunda okwenzeka phakathi ke noma uthi ngeyi1 zika November 2023 phakathi kwakhe ke umnumzana uMngmezulu ila amchazela khona ke ukuthi it's really highlighted.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can continue because
Okay.
I recall that evidence because actually what's also extraordinary about the fact that Gininda says he instructed Munaring and Buthelezi to take Mr. Sidia was because Munaring was not per se member of the investigative team. You
That is
remember
correct. Yeah, I remember that.
And he actually asked him a favor because he's a member of SWAT. Even Mr. Buthelezi also is not a member of the investigating team. But Gininda says, as I recall, he requested their assistance to transport Mr. Sibia to Deep Kloof, which they did. And he, Ginanda says, he never went to Deep Kloof
That is correct.
on that day. He only went, allegedly, when he went to collect the alleged confession from about, I think, one or 2 days later.
That is correct, man.
Okay, let's go proceed. So that is the evidence. But if Mr. Sidia says it never happened, he's right. It's within his rights to say that.
Ngakalithi uma uthi wena ke lokho akuzange kwenzeke ke usimalungelweni akho okusho ukuthi ke akuzange kwenzeke befunda nje umshushisi ukuthi ke yini ke eyayikhulunywa phakathi kwakhe uMr Mngmezulu kanye naye uButhelezi la asho khona ukuthi wayengaphakathi kumabhilidi khulunywa ngayo eEraton.
Now, let us leave the issue of Gininda. The fact that Sergeant Mohula was also a Deep Kloof was not put to her.
Okunye futhi ke asisindluleke manje kuyena uBrigadier Gininda ukuthi uSergeant
Mohula.
Sorry. Ukuthi wayekhona ke uSergeant Mohula lapha eDeep Kloof naye inkathi emile lana akuzange kushiwo kena ukuthi Mohula nawe wawukhona eDeep Kloof akuzange kushiwo lokho kuyena.
Amaphoyisa onke ngasuka la eFosforas mangifika eDeep Kloof ngangihamba nawo onke ukushaya kwami ayekhona onke futhi.
All the police officers that I traveled with from Phosphorus to Deep Kloof, they were there. And even during the time when I was being assaulted, they were there.
And then the fact that a police officer, whom we don't know where he comes from, called Ngamane, was at Tembisa as well. I'm hearing it for the first time today.
Nokuthi ke kunaleli phoyisa ke esingalazi nokuthi kuya kuphi nendawo uNgamane ukuthi naye wayekhona eThembisa naloko siyaqala ukuzwa noma ngiyaqala ukuzwa uthi uyaqala ukuzwa yena namuhla.
Iloya lami ngatshela ukuthi kuyigolf ebomvu kwakunamajita ayi2 nentombazane eyi1 kwakumabhena umfola kube uNcamane.
I even informed my legal representative that in the red Golf there were 2 gentlemen as well as 1 lady. It was Mabhena, Ngamane and Mohula.
Even when Buthelezi placed himself inside that particular red Golf, it was never challenged.
Nangenkathi uButhelezi yena ke kuyiyena ovumayo othi nami Buthelezi ngangikhona kuleyo Golf leyo ebomvu akazi ukuphikiswe lokho.
Iloya lami la ngatshela ukuthi mina lapha ya uButhelezi akaze gibele kwi-golf ebomvu. Umuntu waye kwi-golf uNgcamane, uMabhena, uMhola.
I informed
my
legal representative that Buthelezi was never in that red golf. It was myself. It was Bukhula, Ngcamane, Mabhena, and I was the fourth person.
Okay. You told this court that you were assaulted, you were choked, and you had visible injuries, which I appreciate today.
Utshonile ke lenkantolo ke ukuthi wena ke washaywa bakufaka ke amashu wafaka ke i-tube futhi ke wawunokulimala kubonakala futhi ke ukuthi ulimele ekuyinto ke ngithakaselayo ke namuhla leyo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exhibit 00. Charge sheet of Tembisa Magistrate Court. It's evidence before this court.
Kuno exhibit 00 ekuyiyona ke i-charge sheet yasenkantolo yase Tembisa. Ufakazi uphambi kwale nkantolo.
You did not raise your hand and say, Magistrate, look at my hands, they are swollen. I was even bleeding 2 days ago.
Awukazeke lapho uphakamise isandla sakho uthi manje ngishayiweke futhi ke be izandla zami bekunegazi ke kuphuma la izandla zami kuyinsuku nje imbili ezidlule.
Ubufakazi bamla ngithi ngangilimele ngivuza igazi zami zivuvukele umbotho uye umuntu wayibonayo lo nto leyo.
My evidence here is that
abanguthi court wafika wayitshena futhi uthi wangibona ngilimele ezandleni.
My evidence here is that I was assaulted, I was bleeding, my hands were swollen, and even Boto saw that, and even he came to court and informed the court about that he saw it.
And iloya laseThembisa ngalitshena ukuthi ngilimele ezandleni.
I informed my lawyer in Tembisa that I was injured in my hands,
la kwakubonakala khona,
where it was visible.
So the lawyer opted not to place it on record.
La se lawyer lelo ke likhetha ukuthi alingayitsheli inkantolo ngalokho.
Angeke ngikulimele iloya laseFosforus laseThembisa kodwa mina la inkantolo ngiyayitshela namhlanje ukuthi ezandle zami zayivuvukele zayilimele.
I won't answer on behalf of the lawyer in Tembisa, but I am informing the court today that I was assaulted, I was bleeding, and my hands were swollen.
Okay, let us proceed. And then after court, you are taken back to the cells, and then the person that is responsible for admitting you at the cell says, there are no complaints from you, sir.
Siyaphuma ke manje enkantolo usubuyela ke emaselini umuntu lapha yana ekuyena ke manje okwamukelayo ke uzokuthatha akufake phakathi emaselini ke uthi cha akukho nje isikhalo engasithola ke noma ke asithola kuwena.
Akekho umuntu mina mangifika lapha police station bekusuka wona amaphoyisa la engihamba na kube yiwa ngihambisa eyovula eselini afika khi and iphoyisa ase Verali ngayi ngawatshena emva kwesikhathi ukuthi mina amaphoyisa angishayile ahamba ayocheck ukuthi imaphi amaphoyisa bengilethile la mayebuya lapho la ngitshena ukuthi lamaphoyisa akulethe la makhulu kunathi asikwazi kwathathela inyathelo.
What happened is that when I was being taken to the cells, it was the very same police officers that were transporting me that would open the cell and place me inside. And I did inform the police officers in Valeria that I had been assaulted. They then went to check. Upon coming back with the feedback, they then said to me, or it was said to me, that the police officers that you are telling me or us about are much senior to us. We cannot do anything about them.
Do you remember the evidence of Colonel Swanepoel?
Uyakhumbula ufakazi bakhe uKolonel Swanepoel, which is
when he says the person that is responsible for the cells, he personally makes the entry on the SAP 14, the court cell register or occurrence book, and then the person who is bringing you back only signs to confirm.
Uma ebethi ke umuntu olapha yana ke ohleli emaselini uyena umuntu oye abhale kule yancwadi lo okulethile yena into ayenzayo ukuthi nje asayine kuphela.
Angazi ukuthi kubhala bani uSwanepoel wayekhulumela eSilverton. eSilverton ngiye eSilverton nge3 July and eSilverton bafike benqaba ukuthi ngihlale ngiyi1 eselini bathi le police station yakhe ekho umuntu ohlale yi1. wonke umuntu uhlala nabanye abantu emaselini.
Sonapulu was speaking with with regards to what happened in Silverton. I went to Silverton on the 3rd of July, and in Silverton they refused that I be kept alone. They said no one here is being kept alone in a cell.
I understand that, sir, but I am saying to you, the person who does the actual annotation on the book is not the investigating officers or the team thereof.
Ngiyakuzwa kuloko kushoyo engikushoyo kuwena angithi wena uthi abantu bebekhambisa bafike bakuvukele bakufake emaselini bekuba yilabo abakuthatha bakuhambisa bakuse court. Kodwa engikushoyo mina kuwena ukuthi akwenzeki ngaleyo ndlela ukuthi uma sekufika lapha kuleya ncwadi akuyibona laba bebekhambisa abafike babhale lapha yana kubhala lo okuyena obheka amasela bona laba bakulethile bayasayina kuphela.
Nkosikatolo, mina abantu babengise emaselini kwakuyilabo engihamba nabo abaphenyi becala kwakuyiba abahambe ungivalele ema-ofisini la ubhalwa khona kaze ngibone ngisho kubhalwa mina lapha. Ayikho into engangayibona for ukubhala.
My Lord, what I'm saying is that the people that would take me to the cells are the very same people that were transporting me or escorting me. They are the ones. But with regards to anything being annotated or written down, I never saw anything that was being written down.
We'll get back to that point, sir. Let us now detail the assault. That took place at Litabong.
Yebo.
Who were the actual role players, and then how was the assault perpetrated against you?
Kwakubani ababambi iqhaza futhi ke kwakwenzeka kanjani noma ke kwakushaywa kanjani?
Ngoba ngisho lamaphoyisa ngangeke ngikwazi ukubona ukuthi leli ngishaya nje manje ngoba lingikhahlela ngoba mina nganginjani ngangifaswe ngani ngifakwe ishubhu la.
As I'm saying that, I would not be able to detail it and say this particular police officer was doing this, because as I said that I was being handcuffed and then a tube was placed, the witness is pointing to his face, I was tubed here.
Did they hit you with fists, open hands?
Ngaba bekushaya ngamanqindi bekushaya ngezandla ezivulekile.
Ngike ngishilo eqaleni babe ngikhahlela.
I did say at the beginning that they were kicking me.
With booted feet?
Bekhahlela ke begqoke izicathulo.
Begqoke izicathulo.
Yes.
For how long did that assault last?
Kwenzeka isikhathi esingakanani lokho?
Isikhathi shiyatha ngisasikhumbula.
I did say that I can't remember the time.
Did you sustain any injuries from that kicking with booted foot?
Kuloko ukukhahlelwa abantu ke abagqoke izicathulo ingaba wathola ukulimala yini?
Ngathola ukulimala kodwa wawungakwazi ukubona mawuzobuka ngamehlo.
Yes, I did sustain injuries, but those were not visible injuries that you could see with the eye.
So the injuries did not leave any marks in your body?
Futhi akuzange kushiye nama marks emzimbeni.
Yabo mangingakalekisa nje mangashaya utolika ngempama angeke kuze kubonakala kodwa ubhlungu uzobe busuku.
If I were just to make an example and smack the interpreter with an open hand, there won't be any visible injuries, but he will just feel the pain.
That's so.
In bed?
Yeah.
Yes.
But here you were kicked, say, with booted feet, fists, open hands.
Kodwa lana ke sikhuluma manje ngokukhahlelwa ke futhi ukukhahlelwa abantu ke lana abagqoke izicathulo noma ke izicathulo lezi ke amabhudla amaphoyisa zamaphoyisa.
Babe ngikhahlela ukuthi ezamaphoyisa leza lamabhuzu noma akanjani angazi. Kodwa babe ngikhahlela ngawo izicathulo abayigqokile namateka babegqoka amateka.
They were kicking me as to whether those were boots from the police, but they were kicking me with booted feet. Others who were wearing sneakers were kicking me with their sneakers.
Even Sergeant Mahula was kicking you?
Na Mahula na wayikhahlela.
Yes.
Yes.
With fists and open hands as well?
Ekshaya nangamanqindi futhi nangeimpama.
Angaze ngisho ukuthi amanqindi babe ngikhahlela.
I never referred to fists, I said that they were kicking me.
So they never hit you with open hands or fists?
Abakazi bakushaya ngamanqindi nezandla nje ivulekile impama.
Angaze ngisho kanjalo.
I never said so.
So when you gave the example of hitting the interpreter with an open hand, it was just an example?
Kathi ke ubukhuluma ngokushaya uTolika ngempama bekuyisibonelo nje kuphela lesi.
Benzama ukwenza isibonelo kwesikhatholo ukuthi umuntu kuyenzeka umshaye kungabonakala ukuthi umuntu ushayiwe kodwa ekubene eshayiwe.
I was just making an example, my lord, that it happens that you would hit a person or assault a person and it doesn't become visible, but the person was assaulted.
But yours is even more severe because you were kicked and kicked until something happened.
Kodwa ke okwakho ke lana ke kwakuhlukile ke kwakufuthi ke bona ke serious kakhulu ke ngoba lana ukukhahlelwa kwaze kwenzeka into. If you to explain when you say until something happened.
I don't want to repeat what I said earlier because I do take into cognizance your rights and your right to dignity, say. But you know what we are talking about.
Lana ke angifisi noma angifuni ukuthi ngiphinde lokhu ebengikushilo ngaphambilini ngoba ke nawo ke isithunzi sakho nanje kumuntu nako naso ke kufanele naso ngisibhekile ke futhi kodwa ke uyazi ukuthi ngikhuluma ngani.
Kosekatolo ngicela angiphindela angizwa.
Wants to say you either urinated to yourself or you messed yourself up. Is that what you want to convey?
Indeed so.
Iloko ukuthi ke angithi kunalamagama amabili bekhulunywa ngawo ke lana ukuthi uyichamele okanye uyibhoshele.
Ngachama ngibhoshanga.
I urinated, I did not mess myself up.
But for that to happen, the assault should have been very severe.
Kodwa ukuze noma ukuholela ukuthi kuze kwenzeke lokho usho ukuthi awuzange ushaywe nje kana washaywa impela.
Especially mawuvalwa umoya ungakhona ukuphefumula. Ngicabanga ukuthi kuba nendawo efuna ukuthi ziphefumulele zona mhlawumbe.
Especially, my lord, when you are being locked in such a way that you are unable to breathe. I take it that there are certain areas or places in your body that would like to do that for themselves or by themselves.
Then with that type of a trauma, you told this court that when you eventually appeared before the magistrate in Tembisa Magistrate Court, you informed your attorney regarding this assault.
Ushilo ke ukuthi uthe uma usufika ke enkantolo yaseThembisa wamtshela ummeli wakho ngaloko kushaywa lokho.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he or she, was it a male or a female person?
Kwakumuntu wesilisa noma umuntu wesifazane?
Umuntu wesilisa.
It was a male.
So he did not convey the message.
Yen akazange akusho yena lokho kwimantshi.
Ngey1.
Is it on the 1st?
On the 1st of June 2020.
Yebo ngey1 zika June 2020.
Angikhumbuli.
I don't remember. I can't recall.
And then you returned to court on the 8th of June 2020.
Waphinda futhi wabuyela khona ke enkantolo ngazo i8 zika June 2020.
Yeah.
Yes.
You do not remind him of that assault.
Awumkhumbuzanga ke manje uma senibuya futhi ke ngazo i8 umkhumbuzeke ukuthi yendoda ngangikushelileke ukuthi ngangishayiwe.
Ngamtshela okokuqala okwesibili angimtshelanga. Ngize ngizomtshela ngey10 ukuthi yabona lokho engangikusho ukuthi laba abantu bangishaya bayaqhubeka laba abantu bangishaya.
I informed him the first time, but on the second occasion I didn't. But then reminded him again on the 10th that these people that I told you about that they are assaulting me, they are persisting in their assault on me.
Was that on the 10th of July 2020?
Gay 10th of July 2020.
10th of July 2020.
Indeed so.
Do you still recall the name of your legal representative?
Usakhumbula igama lommeli wakho?
Akuthiwa ngathi uMacheka.
Ma?
Macheka or utangwazi kubiza lezi ibongo lezi ezinye.
I think Macheka is that I can't pronounce these other surnames.
Was he the same presiding officer?
Kwakuseyi manje yodwa.
Angikwazi ukukhumbula ukuthi kwakuseyimatshe 1 mara kwakuyicourt kwakuseyicourt e1.
I can't recall whether it was still the same presiding officer, but the court was still the same court.
And then when you reported this particular assault on that day, to him, did anything happen?
Uma ke usumchazela ke noma usubikela ke ngale yalanga mayelana nokushaya kwakho ngabe khona yini into eyenzeka noma khona okwenzeka uma umchazela umtshela?
Yebo nge-10 khona okwenzeka.
Yes, on the 10th something happened.
What was your report now to the presiding office, or what was conveyed to the presiding office?
Yini le eyatshelwa imantshi? Kwathiwani uma udaba lolu seludluliselwa kuyena umagistrate?
Mina into engayitshena iloya lami ukuthi ngifuna ukusuka ema-police station sengihlala eSilverton manje ngifuna bengise ejele ngoba la ema-police station amaphoyisa angikhipha noma ngasiphi isikhathi ezenzele noma yini athanda ukuyenza angishaye so angisafuni ukuba sema-police station ngoba e-police station yiwo amaphoyisa akwazi ukuzenzela noma yini ayithandayo kade ejele angeke kwazi ukungikhipha noma yini.
What I informed my lawyer was that I was now being kept at Silverton, that I would like now to be taken away from Silverton to a prison, because at the police station, the police officers would book me out anytime and do whatever it is that they like. But if I were to be taken to a prison, they wouldn't do as they please.
Ukuthi yena wayibeka kanjani noma lo owabhalayo wayi-understanda kanjani angazi. Kodwa mina ngayibeka kanje ngoba ngisho ukuthi amaphoyisa lapha enye icala ayangishaya.
As to how he put it, or the one who wrote down, how did that person write down, but I said it in exactly the same way that I'm saying it now, that the police or the investigating team is assaulting me.
Was Mngmezulu present on that particular day when you made that report?
Uma ukusho lokho ngalelo langa lelo uMngmezulu wayekhona?
Angikhumbuli.
I can't recall.
Who brought you to court?
Ubani owakusa enkantolo? Mukhane.
Okay, let's proceed. The version that was put to Mngmezulu is that the person that assaulted you at Silverton police station, it was amongst them Mngmani. That was the first time this name was brought.
Nkathi ke igama leli ke kaNgqamane livele kokuqala ke uma kushiwo kuyena uMngmezulu kwathiwa ke kuyena ke ngomlomo womwele wakho kusho uMngmezulu ukuthi umuntu ke owakushaya ke kwakuyena ungaphenduleki.
Leave to differ with my colleague. The court, if I recall vividly, the court asked about the names of the people that assaulted. It has never been put to Mngmezulu, because Mngmezulu, according to the version of accused, was that the SADP, it is recorded on the charge sheet, it's SADP. Then Mngmezulu said it meant South Africa Dienste Police. But the names Mngmane and the rest were names that were said after the court has asked precisely who assaulted you.
Right, you can continue.
Yes. So, who assaulted you at Silverton police station?
Ubani washaya the police station at Silverton?
Angazi ngishaya police station yaseSilverton.
I was never assaulted at
Ngithi
Silverton
mina
police station.
mangitshena icourt ngithi amaphoyisa aphenya icala ayangishaya njengamanje sengise police station kuphi yaseSilverton sengisusiwe police station yaseVerali nakhona ngahanjiswe ebusuku ngasiwa ngaze ngawufika eSilverton so angisafuni ukuba sema police station ngoba amaphoyisa laphenya icala ayafika engithathe noma ngasiphi isikhathi eyokwenza noma yina ayithanda ayangishaya yenze okita yenzayo so sengifuna ukuya ejele ngoba ngeke bekwazi ukufika bezongithatha noma yini.
I never said no one assaulted me at Silverton police station. I said that the police or the investigating team assaulted me, and I even went in to say that I was now kept at Silverton police station, and I was even taken or transported at night. So they are doing as they please.
So ukuthi umuntu owabhalayo lapha ya wabhala wathini angazi because ngangingeziyona ingxenye yokubhala ngangingekho kulo phathi yokubhala kodwa mina engangikushilo yilokho and uma ilo emakhuluma litshena lo yamuntu lo ya angazi ukuthi la libeka kanjani ngesilungu besilungu siyangihlula.
As to what it is that was written down, I don't know. I didn't form part of the writing, or that which was written down. And as to what it is that was said, or how my lawyer then conveyed it, I don't know, because I am not good with English.
You know, it is quite worrying, Mr. Sibiya, that people that are supposed to annotate what is correct on those given days, they're not doing their job properly. Police, magistrates, you name them.
Yes, we get lana ke ukuhluphayo ukuthi ke labantu ababebhala phansi ukuthi ke lokho bakufanele babebhala phansi usho ukuthi ke manje umsebenzi wabo babengawenzi kahle noma kwakuyiphoyisa kwakuyimantshi usho nje ukuthi uma bebhala babengabhali lento abakufanele ukuthi bayibhale.
Ake ngikwazi ukubaphendulela labo bantu labo. Kodwa mina mangiyibona ngamchazela uMngmezulu ukuthi ngangayisho kanje ngayibeka kanje.
I cannot speak on behalf of those people, but I did mention it to Mr. Mngmezulu that this is not how I put it, but I said it like this.
Okay, after the 10th of July 2020, Mohula told this court that she then went to you and asked you about the assault.
Emuva ke kwalelo langa i-10 zika July uMkhula watshela lenkantolo ukuthi weza kuwena noma waya kuwena ke mayelana ke nokushaywa kwakho.
Wayekhuluma manga akekho umuntu wakwaphinde walandelela indaba yokushaywa kwami kwase engakusho ethembisa nge-10. Akaze ezifike uqamba manga akekho umuntu wakwangibuza something ngale ndaba engisho lapha.
She was telling lies. She never came to me to ask me about that, and no one ever came back to me to come and inquire about that which I said there.
So when she told this lie, as you put it, did you challenge her?
Uma ke manje ke esekhuluma lamanga ke owashoyo ke wena ke ukuthi kwakuhamanga ingabe wamphikisa yini?
Umholi up to Z uqamba manga kuyo ngangeke ngikwazi ukumphikisa ngangazi izofika isikhathi sami sokuthi ngize ebhoxini ngizotshela ikhathi ukuthi kwenzakalani mama.
She was telling lies, as the witness put it, from A up to Z. She was just lying. I could not challenge her, but I knew that my time will come for me where I will be expected to come to the dock and place my version.
Sihlonipha ikatolo ngeke umuntu mayeqamba manga ethi 1 ngibiza uMngmezulu ngizomtshela iqamba manga iphinde amanye ngiphinde ngimbize ikatolo kumele sihloniphe sazi ukuthi umuntu kumele enzeni ikatolo.
We respect the court. There is no way that when a person is telling lies you then call Mr. Mngmezulu, another person comes, you again call Mr. Mngmezulu. One needs to know what to do in court, that is respecting the court.
But you've been doing that, say your hand was up all the time, especially when they put your version. That's someone who's very interactive and very vocal.
Kodwa into ubuyenza nje ngaso sonke isikhathi le bekuthi nje uma kunento eshiwayo ke wena uphakamisa isandla ngaso sonke nje isikhathi wena ubuphakamisa isandla.
Akunjalo.
That's not true.
So you were very selective in what you wanted to clarify.
Ubukhetha la khona ubuthi khona hayi la angiphakamisa isandla la angasiphakamisa isandla ubukhetha.
Bekuya ngokuthi inkulumo yakhona injani.
It would depend on what was being said.
Even when Mohula is telling lies from A to Z.
Noma uMkhulu eseqamba amanga nje ukusuka phezulu kuyofika khona ezantsi lokho A to Z nanje ngobusho.
Ngoba ngisho ukuthi angeke ngize ngiphakamise ukho konke. Lo Mngmezulu ushuthi ngafanele buze imbuzo emlapha ya. Ngimtshenta akabuza ukuthi nokuthi.
I cannot just keep on raising my head, which would then mean that Mr. Mngmezulu would have to stand there right next to me and I will have to tell him which questions to ask.
Because ezinye izinto ngangazi zokuba ngifike eboxini ngizokwazi ukuyibeka ngalendlela ezenzakala ngayo.
Because I knew that with regard to certain things I would be able to say them exactly in the same way which they happened when I get my chance.
See, let me help you. At some stage, Mr. Ramusipil was there with you, Mngmezulu was busy cross-examining. That's how involved were you in this trial within the trial?
Angikusize. Kwakunenkathi lapho nake babuMngmezulu beqhubeka abuza imibuzo abe uMr. Ramusipile emi lapha yana yena ke ekhuluma nawe indlela le wena ke manje ngathi nje involved ngayo kule trial within a trial ebethu uMr. Mngmezulu ebuza imibuzo abe uMr. Ramusipile emi nawe khona lapha yana.
Akaze kuze ngibone kwenzeka lokho uthi uRamusipile lokho emlapha ya.
I've never seen that happening, Mr. Ramsipile standing there.
Some stage you were carrying even a notebook.
Kwakunesikhathi la khona futhi ke uphethe khona incwadi yokubhala.
ngoba ngichaza ukuthi angeke ubize i-lawyer kukho konke kumele umbize kokunye umtshene ukuthi nokuthi ngeke ephinde ebuyele lapha uphinde umbize futhi awusayihloniphi ikatolo makubantu abe ngenza into enjengaleyo.
As I've already mentioned that you cannot keep on just calling your lawyer, and as I've said that one needs to respect the court.
That is well within your rights. It has got nothing to do with respect.
Ilungelo lakho lelo akuhlangane lutho nje noma akuhlangane inhlobo nje nokuhlonipha inkantolo mhla. Ilungelo lakho.
Bengenalo ke lwazi ukuthi kunomuntu ofanele ecocome ecourt engahloniphi ikatolo kodwa ngoba sengiyazi mhlawumbe sengiyokwenza masiqhubeka netrial.
I didn't know that that is how it should be done. I thought that one needs to respect the court, but now that I know, as we'll be proceeding with the trial, I'll do so.
I'm going to give you a homework before I pause for the day to go and think what is it that they told lie about, so that tomorrow when we start, you direct me to those aspects.
Ngizokunikeza manje ke umsebenzi wasekhaya ukuthi ngaphambili kokuthi manje sithi siqedileke usuku la namhlanje ukuthi uhambeke uyocabanga ucabangisise ukuthi yini ke noma yikuphi lokhu abaqamba amanga ngako uzokwazi ke ukuthi ke ungikhombeke kona lokho uthi yilokhu ababeqamba amanga ngako.
I'm saying this in relation to all the state witnesses that we called during trial within a trial.
Ngikusho lokho mayelana nabo bonke ke ofakazi ababiziwe ke kule trial within a trial.
Ngeke ngenze kanjalo kodwa lokho ozokubuza ukuyukuthi bebeqamba amanga ila ngizokutshena khona la bebeqamba amanga.
I wouldn't be able, or I won't do that, but what I'll do is that if you ask me something, then I will be able to point out to you that this is where they were telling lies.
See, I have 10 minutes. I'm going to use it now. I do not want to use this 10 minutes. Let's start. Which aspect did Buthelezi lie that you did not inform your attorney about?
Nemizuzu eyishumi ke bengithi angeke ngiyisebenzisa ke angisengiyisebenzisa ke ikuphi ke la uButhelezi aqamba amanga khona.
Angeke ngikhulume statements kaButhelezi mina la ngizokhuluma esami ngeke ngikhulumele uButhelezi.
I won't speak on behalf of Buthelezi or put Buthelezi's statement. I'm here to speak on my behalf.
Are you refusing to answer, sir?
Unqaba ukuphendula.
Angiyiphenduli wena ungangitshela statements kaButhelezi ngikutshene la qamba khona amanga ukuthi uqamba amanga la.
I'm not answering. You can just put Buthelezi's version to me, then I will tell you that here he's telling a lie.
Okay. The fact that Buthelezi is the one who arrested you.
Indaba noma udaba lokuthi uButhelezi uyena wakubopha.
Usho ngifaka ozakosi.
Meaning handcuffing me.
That is arrest, sir. Correct.
Ukubopha lokho iqiniso.
Akusiwa ngifaka ozakosi kodwa mangiboshwa wayekhona.
He's not the one who put handcuffs on me, but he was there when I was arrested.
Okay. So he lied about that.
Ukusho ukuthi waqamba amanga ngalokho. Yeah, Buthelezi.
Mayethi wangibopha yena uqamba amanga.
When he says that he arrested me, he told lies.
And then the fact that he showed you the J50 that he was arresting you on.
Nokuthi ke wakubonisa ke leya ncwadi leyana ke lena ebizwa ngokuthi iJ50 le ayekubopha ngayo.
My lord, akaze ngize ngibona iJ50.
My lord, I've never seen a J50.
Data alikho iphepha engalibona ngaphandle kokuqala ukubona amaphepha kuphi kumbotho.
On the 30th, there are no documents that I saw. The first time I saw documents, it was with Mboto.
And then when he was asked, shown the a photocopy of the said J50, he even remarked in said, "Ifana ngamashi."
Iloko ke akusho ke nkathi ke eseboniswa ke icopy ke la leyo J50 le wathi lokho aqeda ukusho manje ngezulu umshushisi.
Inkulumo kaButhelezi angeke ngikwazi ukukhulumela uButhelezi mina ngizoyikhulumela mina ngoba ngila.
That's what was said by Buthelezi. I cannot speak on his behalf. I am saying that which I am saying as I'm standing here.
But he did not contest it.
Kodwa ke awuphikisanga.
Ukuthi etifana ngamashi.
That he said it looked exactly like.
Yes.
Yebo.
Inkulumo yakhe umbono wakhe uyoyaziyo mina ngiyazanga.
That's his version, that's his view. He knew about it, I didn't.
My lord, it's we're almost nearing the end of the day. I will request to adjourn until tomorrow at 10 to proceed with further and long cross-examination.
Yeah, what's the time now?
23 minutes after 3.
We adjourn. Okay. 10 o'clock tomorrow then.